Little advice. Lyle Schnub should leave town, as the Ra really likes you. This governor and her offspring reek of foulness. Yes, Khajiit can even see it in their eyes. Don't worry, Dara, so could I. I can very easily see it. That said, come on, you could see it in their eyes. Come on, you could see the the foulness in their eyes. Come on, I know I'm done with two, but come on, that's a low blow, Dara. Come on, we've been cursed. We were cursed by a Daedric prince. Come on. When we had last left the Nerevarine, events came to a climax with the Andothren Thieves Guild and the Kamonatong finally meeting in a bloody battle as the search for their leadership went on high alert or went into high speed. They had the help of many a folk that they had met along the way, including Three Eyes and Vermilius Vendici, the known a-hole. But finally, were they able to find out that it was none other than Vals Verano who was the mastermind behind the Andothren chapter of the Kamonatong. However, many had escaped, including Vermilius Vendici and Vals Verano. But what had not gone awry was the livelihood of the Thieves Guild there in Andothren. Perhaps they would be encountered later on down the road. But for now, it was time to turn and set sights on different pastures. This is the Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind, Tamriel Rebuilt. This is Morrowind Mondays. Welcome back. Zoop! There we are. And we're back here. I've done a little bit of inventory management, just a little teensy bit.
Welcome, friend.
Some repairing, some pickpocketing training to get our stuff tuned up. Ooh, look at that. Does Shay, like, perfectly navigate all of these? It seems like they're set on some sort of patrol through here. Yeah. That's totally what it is.
Honor me, please.
Okay, well, let's go out. Great. So we did have a check-in here with everyone, didn't we? Yeah, I'm interested in doing a bit of a debrief
Go ahead, Outlander.
on certain characters before we, like, go over to the next little bit. Right? I would love to check in with, like, for instance, the lawyer. Let's see, where were you at? You were, like, way down here, weren't you? Oh gosh, I can't even look down that way. But yeah, of course, I would love to check in with Three Eyes. I want to check in with the lawyer. We could look back through Vendici's manor and see if there's anything else going on there. Is there anyone else we should check in on? I don't know. Okay. Let's see if I can even remember the lawyer's name. Their house was kind of like tucked away in a weird area, right? There we go. Okay. Let's head over to that. Good. And this way, let's turn on our speedy boots so we can get there a little bit quicker. And I'm not sure if we will actually get any sort of reactivity to what went down.
You've piqued my interest. Please, share your thoughts.
Okay, yeah, nothing new. Kamonatong, yeah. Okay, and then let's go check in with Three Eyes. And I guess we can check in on, what was their name? The pawn shop owner. Okay. Yeah, Angunas.
These shoes are killing me.
And up here. Anything new? You're here for Three Eyes, aren't you? In the basement. Okay. Yep, all stuff we've seen before.
I don't know if I can help you, but
Three
I'll
Eyes?
try.
This warm blood has questions.
Special job. Oh, look, this is new stuff.
We greet you, friend. Your guild has suffered much, and we lament your losses. Let us do business, shall we?
Special job.
You have a secret mission, yes? We could tell. Why else would your guild return to Andothren? You're trying to find the person who ordered the massacre at the Dusky Elite. Vermilius Vendici has connections to the criminal underworld. We think we might be able to give you some information. He fancies himself your new patron now, doesn't he? You should talk to him before he leaves Andothren.
Right. Okay, the massacre. Yeah, we've heard this before. Anything else that we should buy here? Not really. I am kind of shocked that there was reactivity at all. Right? I could get rid of, like, our silver spark skewer or something. And the illegal jink blade. Thank you. And then let's go on back over to the manor and look around there. Is there any reason that they wouldn't all just attack? Any of the Kamanatongs still there? We should also check out the Corner Club too. Right? At the very least, we could run through this manor, read through any weird little logs that they've got still there, and, of course, free every single slave. Right? Okay, this way. I'm curious about the Corner Club too, where the Kamanatong hang out at. Like, are they just gonna clear out now or what? Okay. Mihir Joe. Go free. There you go.
Cruel master, Vals Varano is no more. Mihir Joe is free.
It's true. Okay.
You
And-
honor me. Please speak.
Yep, go free. Same as before. What about you all here? Let's do a quick save in case they just attack, right? We just show up and they're like,
Hold on. What happened with Valsrano? What happened with Vendici? Nobody told me anything. That guy was the leader of the Kamanatong. I was just following orders the whole time. I better kill you.
okay. Nope, Scramfala. Okay. The other members of their, like, troubadour are
disgust
gone now.
Please leave.
Huh. Yep, that's all gone. All this stuff is still here. I mean, we could very easily lift all this shit and fence it at Three Eyes. That said, a lot of it is not valuable at all. Yeah. Okay. And we went into this study. And we looked through all this shit, right? Yeah. The ebony cup is actually quite valuable. If there was something we wanted to fence. Okay. Items like that are definitely worthwhile. Yeah, look at all these. Oh, and I will actually eat all of these gems. Good. Okay. Brandy 2, business ledger, anything in here? Nah, we'll leave that. Okay. And this goes back outside. Good. Okay, does this open with... No. We may as well pick into it, right? There we are. Okay. Yeah, I don't know about taking any of these weapons or whatever, even to sell. Because they are,
Not bother
like we had
me.
talked about, they're pretty fucking worthless. There's this area back here, too. Gotta take the ebony cup. Okay. Great. How about down this way? Servants' quarters. All of the books and stuff might be a political map of Andothren. Oh, like, as far as the what do you call it? The great houses are concerned. Okay, are any of these shields, like, particularly cool? Yeah, they are actually usable. Wooden heater shield. What is the iconography on them all? There's a bow with an arrow and a heart. Some sort of, like, incense brazier, a hanging brazier. Some spilled drink. Oh, the warrior sign. And this one, I'm not sure what that is. Some kind of creatures? Don't know. Okay. I guess the orcish stuff is actually, yeah, the most valuable. Oh, an orcish spear. Okay. Sure. How about this shield? Oh, yeah, the Akaviri one. Imperial katana, steel dye katana. I'm surprised they don't have an Akaviri katana here. Imperial Royal Silver Longsword. Okay. Dwarven Claymore. Sure. Okay, well, let's continue poking around here. This door goes to a little storage area for plants and whatnot. Servants' quarters again. We look at everything and everyone down here. I think so. Sure. Yeah, there's one of the slaves that we had freed. I have to wonder as well. Oh, hey. Yeah, did you have anything else to say? No, nothing relevant.
Oh, greetings. How do you do? May we talk?
Okay, and then let's go down this way. I really thought that I was so worried about this place blowing up. But I wonder if throughout all of this, if Three Eyes is playing another game, you know? I find it very curious and intriguing the way in which Three Eyes was written as being somewhat impartial to the Thieves Guild, you know? Three Eyes was written in a way in which it seemed like Three Eyes was forging a sort, not an uneasy alliance, but an alliance born out of, like, convenience, or, like, the enemy of my enemy is my friend situation with the Andothren Thieves Guild. Not necessarily because the Andothren Thieves, or the Thieves Guild in general, would be ideologically aligned with, like, for instance, the Twin Lamps, but with the rebuilding of the Thieves Guild here, Three Eyes maybe saw an opportunity to try and, like, I don't know, change the fate or change course of the future here in the city and have it be more aligned with this sort of abolitionist movement, you know, and be sort of anti-Kamanatong. I have to wonder if Three Eyes is heavily involved in the Twin Lamps in some way, right? I would be very interested if you could actually join the Twin Lamps in Tamriel Rebuilt. From what I've heard, it sounds like you might be able to, and they might have, like, their own arc. I don't know, though. Look at you and your little lantern.
I'm waiting.
Okay, let's go check out this place. Do a quick save again. Huh. No, you're with the Moragtong, right? Yeah. Shit, so where was the Kamonatong hold up at? Oh, right, over here at this... the Cat Catcher's Corner Club. Right, yeah, let's go in there and see if anything has changed inside. Okay. Well, this is not it. Huh. Do I even remember how to get there? There's the dancing cup. I don't know, have we ever actually been inside of the dancing cup? We should probably go in there and just look around. Hey, what's up with you? Anything interesting? Anything with the Kamonatong?
Tashra hears bad things happen to people who mess with him.
Okay. Let's see. Do y'all have anything new? No. And do you? Oh, I can mention Jokar. Whoa. Okay, you're mad about it. You just let him go. Damn. That cat was the key to everything. Skooma, has the well run dry? You don't have any vials on you. Fuckers. Okay. Anything else here?
Speak, traveler.
Is there something you need?
I think that'll have been it.
What do you want, Outlander?
Okay. Oops. I'm curious how deeply ingrained a lot of these people are with the Kamonatong. You know? How ignorant or privy they are to the goings on here.
Under sun and sky.
Right, like this guy, obviously being a Nord and an Outlander, he can't be too well involved with the Kamonatong. I feel like the people in these red robes are just prostitutes, and I don't know under what light they are working here. This guy may be a piece of shit. This person might be a piece of shit.
What do you want?
The gambler back here, I'm not sure.
Not busy now.
They may be a piece of shit, but I don't know for certain. Huh. Okay. Very fascinating. Let's head on out here. I am surprised just how many Outlanders, like very obvious Outlanders, are in this corner club, you know? How many non-Dunmer are present. Alright, well, I think that's all of our debriefing that I'm keen on looking around for, or at least that I can even think of off the top of my head. Let's see, let's head over to the Dancing Cup before we get involved in another, like, major arc. Let's see, it was right over here, wasn't it? I almost brought up my map, but I think I just remember it. Is this it? Yeah, the Dancing Cup. Yeah, I've never been in here.
Sarah.
Film's Braven.
This, yeah. What you looking at, Outlander?
I don't know. What's up with you?
Stay
Oh wait,
as
I
long
have
as you
been in
like,
here.
Friend. It would be a privilege to talk with you.
Bounty, the Viper Gang. Right. Sure. I'll take that. And what is this back here? It's very... Oh. Some type of wine. Go No Grow wine. Plalo's Vineyard wine. Huh. Okay.
The pleasure is all mine.
What's up with you? Do you have anything to say about... Oh, Gavros Falas? I heard he met a tragic end. His nephew followed his own advice and left Morrowind as soon as he got the news. Okay. Yeah, apparently we did go through here. Anything with you in particular? Nope.
The prey approaches.
No, I think maybe
Speak
we've
freely, friend.
exhausted everything down here. Right? Yeah. Okay, well, let's get on out of here. Let's see. Should we do Fighters Guild or Imperial Legion in Andothren? I'm kind of keen on Fighters Guild because they, of course, also have dealings with the Kamonatong. Right? They also brush up against them. Okay. Yeah, let's do Fighters Guild. Are we already a member of the Fighters Guild? I think we are. Didn't we sign up in, like, Old Ebonheart?
Something?
Okay. Radiso. Okay. Sure, what's your background? I am Radiso, Knight and Journeyman of the Fighters Guild. Okay, great. Well, how do I join up here? How about you?
So
Have I been in here and joined, actually? Have I actually already done the Fighters Guild arc here? Oh, yeah, maybe I have. Oh, no, I don't think I have. Okay, orders.
You here for orders or advancement, apprentice? Or was there something else you wanted?
I'm here for orders.
There's a vicious pack of elites that's been causing trouble for a Lalu town.
Pack of elites?
The elites have been harassing the townspeople of Menaan. So far, I'm told no one has died, but the Lalu want the beasts tracked down and killed. You should speak with Dathlin Vando, the governor of Menaan, once you get there. She's our client.
Okay. Who is Yubbel Orda?
That one-eyed rogue's got a deadly reputation. Be careful if you cross paths with him again, apprentice.
Oh, I remember. Okay. That was like the bounty hunter or whatever. Menaan.
Menaan is south of Andothren. Just exit Andothren through the southern gate and follow the road signs. The Siltstrider can also take you there if you don't wish to walk.
Pack of elites.
The Lalu want the beast tracked down and killed. You should speak with Governor Vando of Menaan. She is our client.
Okay. Join the Fighters Guild?
You're already a member of the Fighters Guild, Lyle Schnub.
Advancement? Ah, I got advancement. Again, I'm a swordsman, journeyman. Okay, there we are. I have to do more. Fine by me. Safin or Safine, do you have anything particular to say? Anything particular to sell? Nah. We probably
Yes,
won't be
it's
outdoing our current Daedric Spear anytime soon. Okay. I'll hold off on picking into that.
I'm
Yodor?
ready for anything. Go ahead.
Anything about you? No. Are you a scout? You have a lot. Yeah, scout and swordsman. You know what? Fuck it, I am picking into here. Oh, shit. What is this? Dwemer Burial Customs, the Cavern Door, Morrowind Historia, and Andothren. 10 money. Belts and stuff. Glass bottle, extravagant amulet. Dwemer tube, Dwemer coin, vampire skull. Nuchinok's fire and faith. What are you doing with some of this stuff? Huh. I mean, I guess these could just be spoils of duty, you know? If you're a member of the Fighters Guild, chances are, if you've had enough tenure, you would have gone into a Dwemer ruin. You would have killed a vampire. If you're skilled enough. Okay. Egg, salt rice. Look at me, leaving the salt rice. Anything over here? Oh, is this my doing? I think so.
How may I help you, Dunmer?
Verbal's blade? Man, I don't even remember leaving this shit here. Evidently it was me though, right? Who else could it have been? What's up with you? Anything? No. Okay, let's head on over to Menaan. There's quite a few quests. in Andothren that'll lead you to Menaan. Which, fair enough, I guess it's like a satellite city or town relative to a major one like Andothren. Should we just take the Strider? I feel like we should. Let's see if I remember how to get to the Strider. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we are carrying around some cups that are really valuable. We should probably get rid of those before too long. They're heavy and valuable.
We make a special
Oh, we're in combat with something.
Same low.
Is it the elites? Have they already overrun the town? We come to Menaan and it's just all elites living there. What am I in combat with? Huh. Maybe it's like stuck inside of the ground or whatever? I'm gonna quick save. I'm a little scared. Yeah, what the hell? What am I fighting? I don't see anything. Yeah, I can't rest because there's enemies. It must be like a fucking crab or something, right? It's just very slowly moving around. There's a scrib. Ooh, I don't know. Okay, let's go chat up the mayor here. Wow, we're still in combat. Okay, well. Mayor's house. Vando.
Come on.
I'm a little on edge because of this. Alright. Oh, look. Some Bungler's Bane growing on these wooden posts. Huh. Okay. Just a straight up a skooma pipe right as soon as you come in. The cool mayor. House of Troubles? Whoa, you're reading Failure of the Empire? Okay, what is your deal? Whoa, look at this. That's... That's wild. Why would you put the candles on its head? Why would you do that? Listen, in real life, sure, we have taxidermy and that exists, and it does freak me out. But I don't think we ever put candles on our taxidermy heads, do we? Do we do that? I don't know that we do. We're on some, like, take candle shit. Also, this makes me wonder, where are the eyes on these things? Is that the eyes right there? Are these the eyes? What if the nostrils are actually eyes? And it's got little tiny funny eyes down here. No, it looks way too happy. If these are eyes and not nostrils, that recontextualizes the entirety of its face. And it's like always really smiling to see you, right? Look at it, it's like, hey, I'm so happy you came by to see me with my 3 candles on my head. I love the tribunal, that's why I got 3 candles up there. Okay, well. Oh, hello.
Greetings, Outlander. I think I've heard of you before.
A signature example, a forgery exercise. What the fuck is going on in Menaan? Okay. Whoa. Cool little area here. Was that underneath the steps? Little cubby hole.
Is there something I can do for
Well,
you, Outlander?
that's who I'm looking for. It's a bit cramped in here. I appreciate it, though. It's down this way. Bedrolls. Servants' quarters, I guess. Okay. Who are you?
Today
Jurgen.
is your lucky day, so let's hear it.
Where does this go? Back outside. Okay. Well, let's have words with
What do you
Dathlin
want,
Vondo.
Outlander?
Hey, man, look at you. You got like a whole Bram Stoker's Dracula thing kind of going on with the brows. You're the one of the Fighters Guild sent here to deal with the troublesome pack of elites, yes? That's right. The beasts have been causing trouble for the townspeople and caravanners making their way through our town, and they are getting bolder each day. There's a Khajiit scout called Dara who lives just outside the walls. She knows where the Elite's den is, and has volunteered to take you there. Once the troublesome beasts are dead, report back to me and I'll pay you 250 septims. However, there's also an opportunity for you to earn an additional 1,000 septims if you're interested. 1,000? 4 times as much? You see, the Elites aren't the only beasts that I want put down. Dara, the scout, has been a bothersome cat ever since she moved here. We can't touch her because she has a settler's document from the Imperial Commission that gives her the right to live here, refuses to leave no matter what we do. So when you and her are out in the wilderness, all you've got to do is make sure that she never returns from the Elite hunt. You don't have to say yes right away, just think about it, okay? Oh my god. You're a racist. You're a fucking racist. You're with the fucking Tong! Is that why Kamana Tong is lit up? Are you like a Kamana Tong member? I believe this conversation is over. Yo, you're with the fucking Tong! Make this quick, as I've much to do. If you have trouble finding the door, I'm sure my bodyguard could help you. Background. Everyone thinks it's a life of luxury and glamour when you're a governor, but really, it's just a lot of paperwork and agreeing with superiors. Oh my gosh. Okay. Do you think she's fucking Jurgen? Is she fucking Jurgen? Tell me about yourself. Yes, it's me. What do you want? Tell me about House Hlalu. I'm long retired from my duties there, bar my management of Menaan. Tell me about Menaan. Look around you. That's where we are. Tell me about the Morag Tong. Naive fools obsessed with an outdated concept of honor. Should one enter Menaan, they'll quickly visit their beloved Mafala. Wow, okay. My trade? I'm the Hlalu governor of Menaan, pack of Elites. When you and Dara are out there in the wilderness, all you've got to do is make sure she never returns from the Elite hunt. Oh my god. What is going on in Menaan? Have we heard... Hang on. What all do we know about Menaan? Is it like well known that they're a Kamana Tong town? Okay. Let's see. One of the nicest towns I've ever visited. I came here on business to find some missing funds, but everything appears to be pretty routine to me. Menaan is a small Hlalu town south of Andothren. Unfortunately, that's where you are, so says Gul's Ulvin. The wise never ask about, and the wiser never visit. Huh. Okay, interesting. Dude, you must be with the Kamana Tong to respond in such a way, right? Reading about the failure of the Empire, but also the House of Troubles. Is there anywhere else we can sneak into here? Do you have a, bedroom with personal affects? Lives of the Saints, Legions of the Dead. Yeah, we were up here. Is this going to be a fucking... an Argonian skull? Oh, and look. Cleverly sort of... Is that meant to emulate an Argonian, piercing or whatever? Right? Having the gold right there to look almost like... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Because that would be the eyeball, and this would be the ear hole. Right? I don't think... Are there any Argonians who have a piercing there? Like a ring? I don't think so. Maybe it's just a mistake, because it looks like it's centered, too. It may be a result of me having updated the game, right? It just laid these on top of each other. Okay. I'll take that money. Good. I mean, that said, you know what? Rolling into Menaan and looking at the governor and and asking about the Kamana Tong, and she doesn't say anything, right? And us coming to the conclusion, Oh, I bet you're a racist, right? That's actually not that wild of a revelation in Morrowind, right? Look, listen, in the magical world of the Elder Scrolls, you can't go like 5 feet without bumping into someone who's racist. You know? There's racist people everywhere. Right? It's not that big of a reveal. Maybe that she's with the Kamana Tong, sure. But that she's racist? Big deal. Like, 50% of everyone living on Tamriel is racist to some degree. All right. And I feel like that's putting it generously. 50%. Okay.
Greetings, Outlander.
What the fuck is this?
I know you from somewhere.
Tektite and spinel or spinal. Or how do you pronounce that word? There's a specific way in which you pronounce that, and I forgot. And it's not spinal. Or spinel. Okay, well, can I get into this room? Or is that guard gonna see me? It looks like we're safe. Okay, we were. Sure. Very well. Well, let's get on out of here. What's your deal?
Is there something
Raynal
I can do
Vando.
for you, Outlander?
What are you doing back here with these forgeries? Hello. What can I do for you, Lyle Schnub? If you're not here on behalf of House Lalu, I'm going to need to ask you to vacate my chambers. House Lalu? House Lalu still respects the old Dunmer ways, the ancestors, the temple, and the noble houses. But times change, and the Empire changes with the times. Tell me about Raynal Vando. Or yourself, yeah, okay. My bad, I thought that was your mother? Yeah, Dathlin Vando. She's the governor of Menaan, and my loving mother. I hope to become as successful as she is one day. Background? I used to work for the East Empire Company in Old Ebonheart, but I thought to spend more time with my family. Managing finances and allocating funds in a distant city is not an uplifting job, and without a mother's caring presence, it quickly gets on the nerves. Huh. What do you think of the Morag Tong? Here? Perish the thought. Our guards will protect us should anyone raise so much as a butter knife. Your trade? I assist my mother in running Menaan. I manage the finances mainly. Pack of Elits, what do you know about these? When you and Dara are out there in the wilderness, all you've got to do is make sure that she never returns from the Elit hunt. Huh. Okay. Missing funds? I'm not sure what you're talking about. The only funds that I manage are for Menaan, and this town's as prosperous as ever. Just ask Morio Stulte here. Huh. How about the Kamana Tong? I've heard they're quite nice if you get to meet them. Really? Really? I've never heard that except from certain people. Right? This is you're just dog whistling, right? This is just a dog whistle. Okay. A signature sample. This appears to be a signature section torn of some unidentifiable contract. Only the signature of a person named Perinemesia Afer is legible. Oh, what do you think? This is like an anagram, right? Well, maybe there is someone actually with that name. A forgery exercise. Looks like someone has been practicing his signature. Huh. Okay. It gradually gets better. Interesting. You got anything particular behind you? Some money in this. Okay. Yeah. There's something is afoot here. Something is afoot. There's something going on. Hey, Morio
I haven't got
Stulte.
all day, you know.
It's good to meet you, Lyle Schnub. It's a great day to be in Menaan. What do you think of this place? You're right, we talked to you about this. One of the nicest towns I've ever visited. I came here on business to find some missing funds, but everything appears to be pretty routine to me. Missing funds? The East Empire Company seems to think that Raynal Vando stole a large number of funds from her time in Old Ebonheart, but all their books appear to be in order. She's the kindest soul. I wouldn't believe she'd ever steal a thing. Aha. Okay. Raynal Vando? She's the daughter of Dathlin Vando. I heard she's much more pleasant than her mother. I think they're both fucking rotten. Alright, your trade? I'm a fraud investigator for the East Empire Company. If money goes missing, I'm the one to find it. Which also... don't get it wrong. The East Empire Company, they're also shitty in and of themselves, alright? But they're a different breed of shitty, right? They're not the same kind of shitty as, like, crypto-fascist members of the fucking Kamonatong. Okay. Background. I'm a fraud investigator. You can't imagine the joys of the work. Everyone's so nice to me. Last year, I was sent to the Dren plantation on Vardenfell, but it turned out they didn't have much trouble with the law. If people kept their books as nice and orderly as they did, I would sleep happily at night. Oh my god, I feel like that is a massive tell. That he... Is he like a plant by the Kamonatong in the East Empire Company, or what? Or is he like on payroll for them? For them to like launder money from the East Empire Company into Kamonatong hands. Huh. What do you know about the Kamonatong? I'm afraid I don't know much about blacksmithing. Sorry. This motherfucker. There is something going on in this little fucking town. Okay. Anything else around here? Maybe we can find out more when we meet this Darara person. I think we've seen her as well going around. Is that her? Oh, shit. Oh, there it is! My assailant. It was the world's slowest, angriest mud crab. It'd been chasing me, I guess, from the monastery all this time. Wow. Huh. Man, just as well, I love the juxtaposition of a reformed Kamonatong member in the monastery right there, wherein they're actually trying to do good by people in the monastery and try and reform them, like we always say, and like I very much enjoy this sort of I don't know, this sort of take and interpretation of the tribunal faith, wherein, you know, it's so capable of having nuance within it, wherein there are people who believe genuinely in the tenets, although everything is built off the back of like deceptions and layers of lies. There are still people like on other levels of it, typically at the lower levels, but not necessarily, but people who genuinely believe in doing good shit and doing good by people and trying to make use of the resources of the temple to help people, right? And true enough, like you could even argue that at the very least, folks like Sothasil, Vivek, maybe Almalexia, at one point or another, or sort of off and on, do genuinely believe in what they preach, right? And at the same time, there's other people who, you know, as is part of the course within religious organizations or any other, there's some people at the higher echelons of those organizations who are more than willing to manipulate their way around and, you know, sort of take advantage of people's good humors, right? Okay. Let's see. Let's go on over here. Check with you. Dara?
Oh, Sarah?
Hey, look at you. You're like a little tiny Khajiit. You're one of the newer ones, huh? You're one of the Tamriel Rebuilt extra Khajiit species, I think. Hey.
You are here to hunt the pack of elites. Dara can tell.
That's true, I am.
Yes? You're from the Fighters Guild. Dara knows where the two-legged beasts are. Dara will take you there.
Let's go. You should know. The governor wants you dead. Just tell me where the elites are, I'll handle them myself. Hey, you need to know that the governor wants you dead.
It doesn't surprise Dara. The townsfolk of Menaan have never liked Dara. The Hlalu don't like a free Khajiit like Dara, no matter what they tell to the Empire. Thank you for telling Dara this, Lyle Schnub. Now, shall we get on with the hunt?
Okay, let's go. You still want to do this?
Menaan is Dara's home. Dara will defend it. And even though the Dark Elves are bad neighbors, Dara doesn't want any of them to get eaten. Not even the governor.
That's incredibly naive. Alright then, let's hunt. Just tell me where the elites are, I'll handle them myself. I would not trust... Alright. The vast majority of them, sure, but I don't know about the governor. Right? I mean, you know, innocent until proven guilty, but I really feel like the shoe's about to drop and the governor is about to be just pretty fucking bad. Alright. I do like that we can point out the naivete there. Though I do love this sort of naive optimism combined with capableness, right? Combined with competency. Alright, that's incredibly naive.
It is what it is. This is the only way Dara knows how to live her life. Now, if you're done talking, there's some hunting to do. There's a mushroom grove to the west. The creature's den is there. Follow Dara.
Okay, Dara. I want to ask you about this other stuff, though, before too long. There we are. Good. Dara very much the sort of kill them with kindness, sort of pacifist, like anarchist route, you know? This was not the case, however, with how I was shaping things up with the Andothren Thieves Guild, right? Sort of a slightly different ideology we were going with there. Okay. Though I do appreciate as well, in that there was absolutely opportunity for agency to go either of those routes. Okay. I'm curious as well if the governor would have asked us to do this if we weren't Dunmer, or especially if we were also Khajiiti. I guess she didn't mention that that she was annoyed by Dara because she was a Khajiit. You know? She didn't just openly say it. She didn't say the quiet part out loud just yet. Okay.
The pack of elites is just up ahead. How do you want to approach this?
Let's see. First, let me ask you your background. Whoa!
Dara was once a slave on a plantation near Almastr. One night, an adventurer slew her master and freed his slaves. The Imperials in Ebonheart granted Dara this small bit of land, and Dara has lived free ever since.
Oh, Interesting that the Imperials also granted Dara land in this specific area. I wonder if that was done deliberately or if it was just like a weird coincidence. Okay. Let me persuade you up a bit. What do you think of the Kamana Tong? I see.
They own this town, all except Dara. and goals. They wish Dra would leave. They will not get their wish.
Little advice?
Lyle Schnub should leave town, as Dra really likes you. This governor and her offspring reek of foulness. Yes, Khajiit can even see it in their eyes.
Don't worry, Dara, so could I. I can very easily see it. That said, come on, you could see it in their eyes. Come on, you could see the the foulness in their eyes. Come on, I know I'm Dunmer too, but come on, in the eyes. That's a low blow, Dara. Come on, we've been cursed. We were cursed by a Daedric prince. Come on, it can't be helped. We all got red eyes now. It's been like this for hundreds of years.
And yet, Dra chooses to stay. You see, Lyle Schnub, Dra is old.
You're old? I thought that you were like a young babe of a Khajiit.
Gray furs cover her body, and Dra aches from toiling in these dirts for so long. Yes, Dra keeps an eye on these two to make sure they harm no others. And how can they threaten Dra with death, if death is the only embrace Dra has left? Perhaps Khajiit will help save an innocent life, just like how her own was saved.
Oh. Menaan?
The place Dra calls home. The papers prove ownership of this home, and no Dunmer can move Dra from it.
Your trade?
Dra used to pick comberry faster than any other, but now Dra can simply bask in the sun and drink the wine these claws once bled to make. This is a good feeling, Dark Elf.
Alright, settlements in Morrowind?
The smallest settlements are Ashlander nomadic camps, comprised of small, portable huts.
Alright, how about the Pack of Elites?
The beasts are near. Let us attack together, eh?
Alright, lie. Go ahead and charge them, I'll follow you. You've done enough, stay back, I'll kill the Elites. You've done enough, I'll kill them.
Okay, Lyle Schnub. Dra will stay behind. Good luck to you.
Alright. Damn, okay. Her fucking combat call, holy shit. I don't think I've ever heard that. There we are. Dara, don't look as I'm eating their hide. Okay. Hey.
It's done. The Pack of Elites is a threat no more. You should let the governor know that the beasts are dead.
Okay. Dara, are you going to return home, or? Okay, Dara, I'm going to assume that you will be going back home. Okay. Well, I think maybe we ought to call the video right here, right now, as we get ready to begin now in full force the Andothren Fighters Guild, which, like I'd said, typically the Fighters Guild does have ties and run-ins with the Kamana Tong. It was one of the great, fantastic examples in the core game of Morrowind, wherein you could kind of choose two different ways. You could side with the Kamana Tong indirectly, or sort of go against them, right? You couldn't formally, because you're an Outlander, you couldn't formally join up with the Kamana Tong, but you could most certainly be, like, on their payroll, or be, like, an accomplice to their hellish shit, right? Though that said, they didn't get so much into, if I remember correctly, they didn't get so much into their, a lot of their political ideology, I want to say. I can't remember. But there was some really good shit up by, like, Nisus in the core game to do with the Fighters Guild. And the Legion too, right? Am I remembering that correctly? and shit involving like hard heart. I don't know, very fascinating to see as well how the way in which they used Outlanders to their own ends and a sort of imperial chartered guild, the Kamonatong, through the Fighters Guild. And it seems like this is going to also touch on similar stuff and hopefully further explore more and more of it, right? Because there is a lot of potential there with it. It's, like I said, one of my more favorite arcs in the core game because of it actually having like two branching paths. All right. All that when next we come back. However, if you'd like to stick around, we will of course be doing a little bit of reading. And what are we reading this time? But let's see here. How about this? Julie Ghana's Roll, which is a medium-length read. Okay, if you'll excuse me, before we start this, I'm going to take a little bit of a drink. Apologies. Alright. Julie Ghana's Role in the Snakewise Debacle. A blessing to be shouted from the high peak of Devada Ban to the old watchman Julie Ghana, who gives us all ideas and guides us with his wisdom. Tunga as maliki do. So begin the story. What culture is this? Is this Redguard? I think they have stuff to do with snakes, right? Not the Great Serpent, but a different kind of... right, the Great Serpent is House Varun from Starfield. But I'm pretty sure... Isn't there like a subculture within, like, Hammerfell or whatever that is into snakes in some way? Okay. Babada Malaka Muni Frakiki Hawa Uff. Down came the great gnashing teeth of the world snake around him, smacking him right over the head with a great kersnap. And Julie Ghana, the god of had seen everything, was interrupted in his joyful morning dance. Oh, it's one of these books written in this way. This isn't just like a look into Elder Scrolls mythos. We're really going in. We're going so deep in. This is the way in which this book is written. Ah, quick, walk about. And with a jump to his left and a step to his right, he was safe again on his joyful morning dance. Babada Mulumu Mani Bonito Shrala Uff. This is the noise that your characters make in Baldur's Gate 1 and 2 when you're casting magic. These are the magic words that your wizards and sorcerers enunciate. What was it this time that had smacked him in the head? He looked around and saw Sep the Snakewise sitting under a big shady grapefruit tree, with a ripe and juicy grapefruit clenched in his fist. Oof! He threw that one too. Sep pointed and laughed at him, but Julie Ghana did not mind and laughed as well, and out of his open mouth fled the idea for candle wicks. Sep stood up and walked over to him, giggling as he went. Hey Julie, he said, joyful as ever. Have I got something to show you? And he gestured in a direction that had only just been created. Okay, yeah. We're all in on the 36 lessons way of writing now, aren't we? We're really evoking the Kirkbride. But Sep, wise old Julie Ghana intoned politely, your ideas are always all snake-wise and silly, and so impossible for me to follow in their strangeness. He scratched his head nervously, and out of his ear climbed the idea for ice cream. Sep refused to take no for an answer, as always, and dragged the poor Mbaja over beyond the grapefruit tree, and ever further past the tomato patch that had not been around before, and when they finally stopped, Julie Ghana saw the most worrying idea he had ever seen. And as they say, he had seen everything. There before him was a great number of spirits, of all varieties, gathering the dead snake skins of Satakal and rolling them into a single enormous ball. What? Around and around they rolled the ball, and it grew larger and larger. When he first saw it, it was as large as Morwa's delicious rump. But within moments, it was easily the size of a hut. Now, so it shrunk? Or Come on, said Sepp. We're making a new home out of old snakeskins, so we don't have to jump about all the time, dodging teeth all left and right. It'll be much happier and life will be so easy without all those distractions. Come help us, Julie. And with that, Sepp jumped onto the ball and started pushing just like the others, and by this time, it was the size of a small hillock. He stared in awe for a moment. His jaw hung almost to the ground, during which time the idea of a duck took flight from his throat. Suddenly he regained his composure and admonished his friend with a questioning stare and a, "What does Tall Papa think of all this?" Okay, this is definitely Redguard deep lore. Look, I vaguely remember the snake shit. I could not forget Tall Papa. Who could forget Tall Papa? But Sepp was spared the embarrassment of answering, because suddenly it would be wild if this were a book from Morrowind or from Daggerfall, right? This isn't new shit. This is old shit. But Sepp was spared the embarrassment of answering, because suddenly a loud cry came up from the ball, now even as big as a whole village, and it quickly became clear that it had gotten out of control. Onward it rolled, passing over farmlands and forests and small lakes, picking up all of them as it went, and bursting great holes in many dozens of world scales, to the great distress of their inhabitants. Man, this is like Katamari Damacy, even with Tall Papa, for real. Juligana sighed and began to chase after it, gathering the detritus that fell from the ball's enormous mass as he went. He quickly became burdened with the many old skins that had fallen off, which were far too numerous and heavy for him to carry on his own. He had an idea, though, as always, and as he ran through a hole the snakeskin ball had made in a quiet forest village, he grabbed the hole itself and took it with him, and several others as he passed through them, until he had enough to form the shape of a spirit to help him. And so he made the spirit, which took the name Sheogog. But it was Juligana's great misfortune that Sheogog was not really a spirit, but a hole where spirits should have been, and could not concentrate on the task at hand, contorted as he was to look like something he was not. Within moments he scattered his skins to the winds, shouted out some nonsense words, and leaped off to who knows where, for Sheogog was truly mad, right? And we can all tell who this is, right? Within different pantheons. Juligana sighed, but was not surprised. This always happened to him. It always happened. As he did so, an idea fell out of his nose and landed on the ground dead, for it was far too silly to live very long at all. He then decided to build a second helper, one who would not be so crazy as Sheogog, for he would assemble him to look like what he was, a pile of old snakeskins, and not a spirit. This seemed to work well, and the spirit took the name Hermanga Mora, of course. A pile of old snakeskins, of course. And very sane and knowledgeable, because his bulk was made of the world itself. But he was disinterested in helping, as snakeskins often are, and simply stopped to observe and think. Clearly, nothing was working out too well for Juligana, but fortunately for him, he heard a loud thud, and the ball now as large as anything you could imagine, and larger still, had stopped, because it had run into the edge of things. All the spirits looked back now and saw that they were very far away from everything else, in the middle of a great sea of nothing, and they were very afraid. At that point, Papa Ruptka arrived, as you knew he would, and bopped Sepp on the head for his foolishness and admonished all the spirits for listening to that snake-wise little fool. But then, Papa Ruptka turned to Juligana and asked him for a quick favor. Wise Juligana, who has seen everything, son of my second cousin and the brother of 3 of my loveliest wives, these spirits have made a foolish decision and are trapped now on a ball of old snakeskins, being so distant from their original homes. But I am a loving father, and have instructed my... Is this like the creation of Nirn or something? But I am a loving father and have instructed my sons and daughters to watch over them, and to help guide them to the far shores. Will you please attend to these fools, and give them some of your ideas to help them find their way back? Juligana would have much rather continued on his joyful morning dance, but at that moment, he surveyed the mess around him, and contemplating the idea of love, which was not his own, of course, he agreed with a sigh to become a good watchman for the poor spirits below. And so we say, a blessing be shouted from the high peak of Devadaban and every other mountain to Juligana, who gives us all ideas and guides us with his wisdom. Tunga Asmaliki Du! We all seek your mighty counsel. Man. Fucking wild. So who in this is meant to be Juligana? It sounds as if maybe Juligana is roughly correlated to Lorcan, right? And under that, in that sense, who is Papa Ruptka? Or is that like a unique being that doesn't have any sort of correlation with other pantheons? Or maybe Papa Ruptka is Lorcan. Nah, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Maybe Papa Ruptka is like the personification of Mundus, which is like the world plane that we exist on. Maybe? Like the realm of reality that we're in, separate from Aedra and Daedra. I don't know. I think Juligana is meant to be Lorcan. Or, like I said, a rough assertion of Lorcan. Right? The roughest equivalency. Yeah, this is written very, very much in the style of old. Right. Okay. Wow, what a read. Okay, well, I suppose when next we come back, like I said, we're just getting started with the Andothren Fighters Guild, and it seems like we will see some very similar themes here. Until next time, please take care of each other.